Okay, good morning. So, ang topic natin na illustrate natin ngayon ay about sa ating GIT. Okay? So, JIT. So, ang ibig sabihin ng JIT ay just in time. Okay? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng just in time in manufacturing companies? So, for just in time, meaning, yung mga company na gumagamit ng just in time ay almost hindi sila nagme-maintain ng inventory. Okay? So, almost wala silang inventory. So, ang ginagawa nila ay if they need materials for their production, meron talaga silang established na supplier kung saan once they start their production, tsaka lang din magsusupply na yung supplier. So, ibig sabihin nun, i-deliver na lang just in time when needed yung mga materials. Okay? So, para maintindihan natin lang mabuti kung anong ibig sabihin ng just in time. So, in just in time, meron tayong accounting involved, no? Medyo madali lang ang just in time basta't masundan mo lang kung paano i-backflash yung mga materials at saka yung ating cost of goods sold. Okay? So, para ma-illustrate natin ng mabuti, let us try to follow this illustrative problem number 1. Okay? So, dito, si Wirings Company, gumagamit daw siya ng JIT. Okay? So, for the month of January, ito yung mga susundan natin. The following transactions summarize the major steps in Wirings production for the month of January. Okay? So, ito yung mga nangyari sa company. Okay, so we have materials, no? Raw materials from suppliers. So, nagpadala ngayon si suppliers for 1,000. Okay? Ngayon, ang nagamit nilang direct labor ay 10,400 at saka sa overhead naman ay 7,800. Okay? So, the cost of work in process at January 31 is or was 3,600. So, ibig sabihin, so ito daw yung in process at the month end. So, ito yung hindi nila natapos. Okay? So, this was determined through the production report and is composed of the following elements. So, ito yung nilalaman ng 3.6 natin. Okay? So, ito sila. So, we have the materials of 1.5. Then, we have the direct labor of 1.2 and overhead of 900. Okay, so tignan nyo mabuti yan kasi magagamit natin mamaya ito sa ating backflashing. In addition, assume that finished goods inventory at January 31 was 6,500. Okay, so ito naman yung finished good inventory natin na hindi nabenta. Okay, so we have direct materials. Component niyan ay, so we have 1.5 for direct materials, then 2,850 for direct labor, and 2,150 for overhead. Okay? So, I hope you are following. Now, let's go to the journal entries. So, sa entries natin, under JIT are shown below. So, una, yung natanggap natin na materials from the supplier. So, napakadali lang. Just record raw and in process for the debit for 4,000 and accounts payable for the credit of 4,000. So, napansin nyo, not like the other manufacturing cost systems, no? Nagme-maintain sila ng materials inventory. So, dito wala. Direkta na tayong i-debit yung materials received na raw and in process na siya agad. Okay, so take note of that. Then, cost of goods sold tayo, no? So, yung cost of goods sold, ito na yung incurred natin, no? Na 18,200. Just simply debit to cost of goods sold na 18,200. So, ito yung ating labor, no? Direct labor na 10,400 and the factory overhead na 7,800. So, kay-credit lang natin, which wages payable and factory overhead control. So, para makita nyo ulit, ito. So, ito siya, yung item number 3 natin, no? So, ito yung item number 2. Okay? So, yung ating 10,400 and 7,800. Okay? So, now, finished goods of 2,500 for the debit and raw and in process na 2,500. So, paano ngayon nakuha to? So, ganito lang yan. So, diba, kung mapapansin nyo, ang pumasok dito ay 4,000, tama? Ngayon, sabi dun sa given natin, sa ending natin, no? So, the work in process natin for materials, eto, ay meron pa tayong 1,500 na natitira. Okay? So, ngayon, sa 4,000 na na-receive natin, magkano yung ibabackflash natin, no? Para sa ating finished goods. Okay? O kaya magkano yung re-record natin sa finished goods. So, simple lang. So, yung 4,000 na na-receive ninyo, yan, less natin yung 1,500 na ending balance. So, materials raw in process and na 1,500. Okay? And then, so ito ngayon yung ibabackflash natin kay finished goods. Okay? So, ayan, nasusundan. Okay. So, next is, dito tayo kay cost of goods sold. So, this same, kay cost of goods sold naman, so, magkano naman yung ibabackflash natin, no? Materials in finished goods and amount to be backflash. So, kung mapapansin nyo, 2,500 yung finished goods natin na natapos, tama? Okay? Pero, kung mapapansin natin sa ating materials end, dito naman yon. So, ito naman dito naman. So, sa finished goods natin, meron nagkataon kasing parehas, no? 1,500, baka malito kayo. So, dito natin kukunin. Yung 1,500 dyan, na direct materials, so, ito yon. Okay? So, ito siya. So, 2,500, and since sa finished good natin, meron pang 1,500 na natitira, so, ibig sabihin, 1,000 ang mabebenta. Okay? So, kaya ilalagay natin sa finished good for the debit and credit natin ang, ulitin natin. So, ilalagay natin ang cost of goods sold na debit and finished goods ang ating credit. So, ganun lang. Napakadali lang. So, parang adjust lang. Okay? Then, sa entry number 5 natin, the raw materials in process na 2,1. Okay? And then, finished goods na 500 and cost of goods sold na 7,100. So, paano ngayon nakuha yan? Okay. So, dito. Ito ngayon yung solution, ano? So, unahin natin yung first part. Ayan, para mas makita natin ng mabuti. So, ayan. So, dito kasi, so, to adjust the cost of goods sold, kailangan nating i-adjust. Kasi napakalaki yung ni-record natin na cost of goods sold kanina. Ito. Kung mapapansin nyo, ayan, 18,000, no? 200 agad-agad. Okay, so i-adjust natin yung magkano ba yung totoong cost of goods sold mo. So, kung mapapansin mo, yung labor cost na raw and in process, so yung natitira pa dito sa ating in process, ayan. So, in process natin, no, 3,600. Meron tayong labor dyan na 1,200 at overhead na 900. Okay? So, i-minus natin ngayon. I-adjust natin. So, ang total nun ay 2,100. Okay? So, 2,100 siya. Kaya, saan na ba yun? Entry natin. So, dito, ayun. So, ayan, no? So, 2,100 raw and in process natin. Okay? I-debit lang muna natin yan. And then, another adjustment ay sa finished goods naman. So, meron tayong raw and in process na labor cost pertaining to labor cost. So, saan ba makikita yon? Nandito sa data ng ating finished goods. So, ayan, dito sa labor and overhead. So, 2,800 at saka 2,150. Okay? And then, so, ayan, 2,850 plus 2,150 equals 5,000. Okay? So, ito ngayon ang i-adjust din natin, ano? Kay cost, kay finished good over cost of goods sold. So, ayan. So, ulitin ko, raw materials na 2,100. Then, finished goods na 5,000. A total of cost of goods sold to be credited na 7,100. Okay? So, ganun lang siya kasimple yung ating just in time and backflashing. So, kailangan lang natin i-record yung mga raw and in process, then cost of goods sold, and yung ating finished goods. So, dun lang, adjust lang natin, no? Okay? So, I hope na nasundan ninyo. Okay?